Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very good. What is your topic?
Sir, his screen is not visible. Sir, host disable participate screen sharing.
What is the name of your presentation?
Sir, integrating Django React framework with React front-end application.
Okay, please share the screen.
Yes, my screen is visible, sir.
Yeah, it is visible.
Good evening, sir. My name is Vinay. I am from Python group. My task name is integration Django React framework with React front-end application. So what are the contents? Our agenda is introduction to DRF and creating the APIs with DRF and integrating DRF with React and creating APIs with DRF summary. DRF means Django REST framework. Then introduction to Django REST framework. Then what is, first of all, what is framework API? API is the application program interface, and also API specify how software components should be interact with one API to how to run the application by using API. APIs is very important for real-time system. And API is a set of routines and protocols and tools for building the software applications. Then what is REST? REST is representation state transfer. REST is a lightweight alternative to mechanism like RPC. RPC means remote procedure calls and web servers. RESTful and RESTless are the two services are used in the REST model. What is DRF? DRF is Django REST framework. It's a powerful and flexible toolkit for building the web APIs. For the build the web APIs, use the DRF. The web browser API is a huge usability win for your developers. And also serialization that supports to both ORM and non-ORM data sources. Then creating the APIs with DRF. DRF, then first of all, what is Django? Django is a open source Python based framework that follows the also follow the model view template architect and also architectural pattern. It reduces the hassles of web development so that you can focus on writing your app installed in the remaining web. Then what is REST API? The REST API is a popular way for the system to expose the useful of the functional and data. REST, the REST, which is stand for representation state transfer, can be made up of the one or more resources that can be accessed at the given URL and returns the various format like JSON, image, HTML, and CSS, and many more format. Then why Django REST framework is used? Then Django REST framework is DRF is a powerful and flexible toolkit for building the web APIs. Nowadays, we build the web APIs for using the Django is very easy, and also it main benefit to make serialization much easier. It's easy to understand, so that's why we are using. So Django REST framework is based on Django classes based on the view. So it is excellent option. You are familiar with Django. It adopt to implement like class-based view, forms and model validator and queue set and more. Okay, next one is setting up the Django REST framework. First of all, we know we first of all by using this command Python -v -m -v Django by using this command to set the environment. After the after that command, then go to the source file. Then install the pip install Django and also pip install React REST framework. Then after installation of Django, then create the project. Django admin start project to do. To do is the file name. In case it is the root framework, then add a column here. Then cd into the new to do. Means it go to the main folder. Then run your initialization migration for the build in user model. By using the Python manage.py run server, it will run on the actual server. And also python.manage.py migrates the database. Next, add to the REST framework and to do installed app inside the to do that this file path. I will show the demonstration. See, I already created this DRF is the folder. Inside the DRF, I will create the blog. This is the file, and these are the inside the DRF core is the file. Then I will create the blog, and blog appears for sending some messages. You know that these are the VNV environment. I already created that in this VS code. Then add the what are the blog or blog API, what are the files are created, then add it to the core installed app file. Then this is the next to create the super user. When you come back from the letter, manage that by super user by creating what is the get and post and push delete. These are the methods are used by using of the super user. Uh, First of all, I need to, this is the, I will create one model. Then model is contains all the data, all the information. This the model. This is the, so this is the model. This contain the, it imports the Django database and Django authentication services and also Django utilities, the import time zone. Then categorize this model using class category model.model. Then add to the post method of this method. And also add to the some models are using in the databases, title, expert, and Slack, and published and author. These are the used in the model. Then I will connect with the post method. So I will run on this server. See, 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 my localhost is working. This is my localhost. It's already working, and this is the post details. We'll come back on this. This is a post details. This is a post list. There are two methods I will discuss on the PPT. The model. Then after creating the model, migrate the database. Python manage.py make migration and also Python manage.py migrate. It will create the all whatever the data I will create. All data will be created on left side. This is the I will show. See, these are databases. Open the databases. See SQLite Explore. All databases, see authentication, all databases, all data are created in this table after the migrate. Then create the API view of Django. They are created the two view. First one is post list view and post details view. By using this is the, see, This is the in view. I will create the post list and post details view. This is the post list. Whatever the uh, title some hack weather, and I will choose admin only and expert something I expect. Right now. This is the draft method. I will post that method. See, the all data will be posted on the HTTP file only. Then the post details. Then whatever the data will be post that will contain on in the post details. Then after that, if there's the HTTP 2200, okay, it will access to the, it will easily access to the website. In case it show 404 error, it will not access to the website. Then build the category. When we try to create a post, we get an error. It is a default. I already said the programming I already said is default one, but there is no category yet. HTTP 200, then it is access to OK, then we'll access to file. Then integrating the DRF with React app. Then using the front end or using React. To install the React, we use the following of the command. What are the commands I use? -G stand for global npm install -G create React app. -G stand for global as well as first initializing the create the app or globally. Then create React app front end. Then CD, then go to the, this is a front end is a file name. Then CD, then go to the front end. Then start the npm start. Then creating the APIs with the DRF. First of all, creating the APIs with DRF, create the APIs with the Django Yash framework. It is easy. The framework is provide the powerful set of tools. Creating the APIs such as serialization or also view and also router. It's provide the authentication and authorization services. And this feature is allow developing to create the secure APIs with a minimal effort. React is designed to work with a wide variety of data source, and Django is the REST framework provide easy way to create the APIs. By combining these two, development can quickly create the powerful web application with a React front end and Django that is framework that is used for the backend. Then summary. Integrating the Django REST framework with React is easy. The Django REST framework is provide the powerful set of tools for creating the APIs, and React is designed to work with the wide variety of the database. By combining these two of developer, we quickly create the powerful tool application in the React for the front end and Django for the backend. Thank you, sir. Hello.
Are you done with it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so I can see that your presentation skills have improved from last time. Okay, but
Yes,
you
sir.
still need some improvement when you are doing a the main project demonstration. It was
Yes, sir.
quite hard to understand. Okay, because it becomes
Yes.
really hard to understand when you have a lot of things to show. Okay, because
Yes, sir.
of the type of project you had. Okay, there was a lot of things. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so try to work on that part. Other than that, I would say overall your presentation skills are good. Okay, your actual PPT, the presentation was good, but although some of the improvements can be done in terms of like formatting the
Yes, sir.
presentation. So as I always say, try to space out the distance between the words. Only have limited amount of text in each slide. Okay, use multiple amount of slide. It becomes really hard to read. Okay, when you have a slide with lot of text in it. Okay, and also
Yes, sir.
when you have images, try to have dedicate that slide to that image so that visibility is there. Okay, Other than that, I would say
Yes, sir.
overall it was good. And next time, please include the reference. Push this code in the
Okay, sir.
GitHub and provide the GitHub link. Okay.
Okay, sir.
At the end of the at the end of the thread before hanging
Okay,
up.
sir.
Okay. Other than
Thank you,
that,
sir.
it was okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. So I will move on to next question. That is Tejas Desai.
Hello, sir, am I audible?
Yes, you are audible. Start.
Okay. So, is the presentation visible?
Yeah, it is usually available.
Okay. So, good evening, sir. Myself is Desai. The domain I'm working on is implementation of data science solutions on Azure, and the presentation title is to create and run experiment in Azure machine learning. So, these are the table of contents. There will be total 7 contents. So first we will see regarding Machine Learning Studio. So Machine Learning Studio is a cloud-based platform for creating, deploying, and managing machine learning models. So the main reason behind setting Machine Learning Studio was because in addition to building models, MLS also offers features for deploying and managing models in production. This includes the ability to publish models as web services, create batch inference pipelines, and monitor model performance. So overall, Machine Learning Studio is a powerful tool for data scientists and machine learning engineers looking to build, deploy, and manage machine learning models in the cloud. So here I have listed few of the advantages of Machine Learning Studio. So first advantage, it is easy to use because it is one of the biggest advantages of MLS is its ease to use. Like with drag and drop interface, users can quickly build and train machine learning models without needing to write complex code. This makes it accessible to a wider range of users, including those with very less experience in programming. So the second advantage, as I've listed, is its flexibility. MLS offers a lot of flexibility in terms of programming languages that can be used. You can write code in Python or even use visual programming. This makes it easier for users to work with the tools and languages that are most comfortable with. So the third advantage is scalability. MLS is a cloud-based platform that can scale resources up or down as needed. This means that users can quickly and easily add more compute power to train their models faster or reduce resources to save costs when models are not being trained. So the next advantage is integration with other Azure services. So MLS integrates seamlessly with other Azure services such as Azure Data Factory and Azure Databricks, as well as third-party tools and services. This makes it easier to build end-to-end machine learning solutions that incorporate data ingestion, processing, and deployment. So the last advantage is a built-in security and compliance. MLS has built-in security and compliance features, including a data encryption, a rule-based access control, and compliance with various regulations such as GDPR and HIPAA. This ensures that the data and models are protected and comply with relevant regulations. So overall, MLS is a powerful tool that offers flexibility, scalability, and ease of use, making it an attractive option for data scientists and machine learning engineers looking to build and deploy machine learning models. So the next topic we are going to discuss about is importance of data. So as we all know that data is very important in today's world, as it serves as the foundation for making informed decisions in many different fields. So here I have listed reasons why it is important. First reason is basis for decision making. So data provides the information that decision makers need to make informed choices, whether it's a business deciding which products to launch, a government agency deciding where to allocate resources. Data helps decision makers understand the situation and make the best possible decision. The next reason is driving innovation. So data can help to drive innovation in a number of ways. Like for example, by analyzing large amount of data, businesses can identify patterns and trends that lead to new products and services. In addition, data can help researchers and scientists make new discoveries and develop new technologies. So, the next reason is measuring performance. Data is critical for measuring performance and understanding how well different system processes and programs are working. For example, businesses can use data to measure sales performance, customer satisfaction, and employee productivity. Governments can use data to track crime rates, educational outcomes, and public health indicators. So the next reason is personalization. Data can help organizations personalize their products and services to better meet the needs of their customers. By analyzing customer data, business can understand their preferences and tailor their offerings to match. This can lead to increased customer satisfaction and loyalty as well. So the last reason I've stated here is optimization. So data can help organizations optimize their processes and systems to improve efficiency and reduce costs. By analyzing data on everything from supply chain logistics to employee performance, business can identify areas for improvement and make changes that lead to increased efficiency and of course profitability. So overall, data is critical for making informed decisions, driving innovation, measuring performance, personalization, optimization. Without data, it would be difficult for organizations to succeed in today's fast-paced and data-driven world. So the next topic we are going to discuss is about data processing. So data processing is the process of transforming raw data into usable and meaningful information. So the data processing consists of various steps. So some I've listed down a few steps over here. So the first one is data collection. So data processing begins with collecting raw data from various sources. This can include data from sensors, customer feedback forms, social media platforms, and many more. The second step is data cleaning. Once the data is collected, it needs to be cleaned to remove any errors, duplicates, or inconsistencies. This is done using various techniques such as data profiling, data deduplication, and data standardization. So the next step is data transformation. After cleaning, the data may need to be transformed into a more usable format. This can include converting data into different file types, normalizing data, or aggregating data into summaries. So the next step is data integration. So often data comes from multiple sources and it needs to be integrated into a single data set for analysis. This can involve merging data from different sources or aligning data according to a common format. So the next step is data analysis. Once the data is cleaned, transformed, and integrated, it can be analyzed from using various tools and techniques. This can involve running statistical analysis, creating visualizations, or applying machine learning algorithms to find patterns and insights in the data. So the last step is the data visualization step. So finally, data visualization techniques can be used to communicate the findings of the data analysis to stakeholders. This can include creating graphs, charts, and other visual representation of the data. So the next topic we are going to see is machine learning algorithm. So a machine learning algorithm is a set of rules and statistical models that enable a machine to learn from data and make predictions or without being explicitly programmed. So machine learning algorithms are used in wide range of applications from image and speech recognition to fraud detection and medical diagnosis. Choosing the right algorithm for a given task is important to ensure that the machine can effectively and make can learn effectively and make accurate predictions or decisions. So the algorithm that I had chosen for my machine learning algorithm that I had chosen was voting and cell algorithm. So why I choose because the voting ensemble algorithm can be implemented in a variety of ways. Like one common approach is to use a simple weighted voting scheme where the predictions of each base model are weighted according to the performance on the validation state. Sorry for interference. Another approach is to use a more complex optimization algorithm such as gradient descent to optimize the weights of the base models. The main advantage of voting ensemble algorithm is that it can improve the accuracy and robustness of the final prediction by reducing the impact of individual base models that may be blazed or have high variance. Additionally, it can help to reduce overfitting by combining the predictions of multiple models. So the next topic we are going to see is training the model. So training a model involves various steps. The first step is data preparation, as we have seen earlier, and choosing a machine learning algorithm is the second that we have seen. So the third step is configuring the training settings. Once the algorithm has been chosen, the next step is to configure the training settings. This includes specifying the number of iterations, the learning rate, and other hyperparameters that will affect the performance of the model. So the next step is training the model. With the data prepared and algorithm configured, the next step is to train the model using Azure machine learning. This can be done by setting up a training pipeline that specifies the input data and the algorithm and the training settings. The next step, as we can see, is monitoring and optimizing the model. So during the training process, it is important to monitor the performance of the model and make adjustments as needed. Azure provides tools for visualizing the performance of the model, identifying areas where it may be underperforming, and optimizing the hyperparameters. The last step is deploying the model. Once the model has been trained and optimized, it can be deployed to a production environment. Azure provides tools for deploying models as web services or as batch processing services. So the next topic, yeah, okay. So it's time for the demonstration. So as you can see, so this is my experiment that I've created on Azure Machine Learning Studio. Various metrics are visible over here. This is the overview. The algorithm I've used is the voting and civil, and as you can see, the sampling is also 100%. The data set that I had used for this experiment was the diabetes data set. So as you can see, it is a normal data set which consists of 11 columns, and I have reprocessed the number of rows were 440, and I preprocessed into the quantity of 50. It includes various entities like H, X, BMI, BP, etc. So conclusion. So in conclusion, creating and running an experiment in Azure Machine Learning Studio is a powerful and flexible way to build, test, and deploy machine learning models. By following a few simple steps, you can quickly and easily set up an experiment, configure the training pipeline, and monitor the performance of your model. Thank you for listening.
Are you done with the presentation? No.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, so in terms of presentation, it was good. The demo was also good. The way you have created the PPT, that was also good. But you need to work on the conclusion part of your presentation. Okay. So,
Okay, sir.
and always, as I said previously, always include a reference. Okay. It will be helpful. And if suppose you have created a presentation, there is no code, you can simply just upload your presentation or write a readme file how you done the task, how you have completed the task, and post it in the GitHub. Okay, it will be
Okay,
easier for the viewers to access it. What is going on? Suppose someone would like to access your PPT. Okay, so add that. Other than that, from the presentation, it was good. Okay. So I will move on to next question now. So
thank
next
you, sir.
question, yeah. Okay. So next question is Razi and Hasmi.
Hello.
Haji.
Uh, Sir, I join other device also in laptop. Please.
Okay.
Hello. Hello.
आपका आवाज थोड़ा कम है ये माइक थोड़ा ये
Hello.
yeah, now it is audible. You can-
Yeah. My screen is visible.
yeah, it is loading.
Uh, so,
Yeah, it is visible. You can continue.
good evening all. Myself, Razi Ahmed Hasmi. I am from Java Developer Group. So, my presentation title is Building a Simple Java Web Application. So, it's my first slides here, contents. So, here we will discuss, see what is a web application, web server and client, HTML and HTTP, what is URL, what is servlet, and why servlets are useful for developing a web application. First, web application using Java servlet, and last summary. So moving to second slide. So here we will say what is a web application. So a web application is a software program that runs on a web server and is accessed through a web browser. Unlike traditional desktop application, web applications are designed to be platform independent, which means they can be accessed on any device with a web browser and an internet connection. A web application is computer software that can be accessed using any web browser. The front end of web application is created using the scripting languages like HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, supported by almost all web browsers. The backend is created by any of the programming languages such as Java, Python, PHP, etc. Moving to next slide, web server and client. So first we will understand what is web server. Web server is a software that can be process the client request and send the request back to the client. For example, Apache is one of the most widely used web servers. Web servers run on some physical machine and listen to client request on a specific port. Next, client. A client is a software that helps in communicating with the server. Some of the most widely used web clients are Firefox, Google, Chrome, Safari, etc. When we request something from the server, the web client takes care of creating a request and sending it to the server, and then parsing the server response and present it to the user. Next, move to the next slide. HTML and HTTP. So HTML, hypertext markup language. It is the standard markup language used to create web pages. It is markup languages that describe the structure and content of a web page using various tags and attributes. HTML is used in combination with other web technologies like CSS and JavaScript to create usually appealing and interactive web pages. And HTTP, hypertext transfer protocol, used to transfer data over the internet. It is the foundation of data communication for the World Wide Web. HTTP works as a request response protocol between a client and a server. When a client requests research from a server, the server responds with the request research using the HTTP. Page on a project must have a unique name. Means URL have to a unique name, like HTTP localhost. Here HTTP is the starting point of the URL that specifies the protocol to be used. Related protocols. The servlets are capable enough to next move to the next slides. Why servlets are useful? Web servers are capable enough to serve static HTML request, but they don't know how to deal with the dynamic requests and database. So we need a language for dynamic content. These languages are PHP, Python, Java, Ruby, etc. In Java, there are two technologies, servlet and JSPS. JSPS means Java Server Pages that deals with dynamic content and database. Java also provides frameworks such as Spring Boot, Hibernate, and this servlet and JSP easily. Next, moving to next slide. So first web application using Java. It demonstrates part. Which is I created simple using application using Java. This is demonstration part. Summary. We have discussed how to create a web application using Java Servlet, Java Facility with other frameworks such as Spring and Spring Boot that help us to develop web application easily. These frameworks reduce the effort of the developer. Thank you. Hello. Hello.
Yeah. So, is there any demo or is that the output in the PPT?
Yes, sir. Output is there.
Okay. Okay, so overall, I would say your presentation was okay, but most of the part you were just reading from the slide. Okay, so and there was a lot of text in your slide. It was not quite readable. See, the font is really small because you have a lot of text. So try to reduce the text and focus more on the explanation part. Other than
Yes.
that, I would say it was okay. Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
yeah. Okay, so next person is Aditya Kadam. No, Aditya, I can't. I don't have option to turn your mic on. I can't access your mic. I don't have access to unmute you. Your mic is not. Your mic is not visible in the Zoom. Okay. So try to unmute yourself. Please try now. I have given access so that everyone can unmute.
Hello, sir. Hello, hello.
Yeah.
Hello, am I audible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible.
So, wait, sir. Let me share screen. Presentation screen. So, is it visible?
Yeah, it is visible. Gotcha.
So let's get started. So, my name is Aditya Kadam, and the task was to understand the task was to understand data types and variables and operators in JavaScript. So so this is a content that I am going to explain. So before going to deep, first we need to learn what is JavaScript. So JavaScript is a high level interpreted programming language that is commonly used to add interactive and dynamic functionality to website. So it is a client side scripting language, uh, meaning that is executed on user web browser rather than on the server. JavaScript known for its versatility and can be used to create a wide variety of applications, including games, web and mobile apps, and even desktop applications. So the JavaScript code is typically embedded within a HTML page and can interact with other web technologies such as CSS and HTML. So, so next is data types. So let's start with the type. JavaScript has several data types, including string, number, boolean, null, undefined, object, and symbol. So first is string. So it is used for storing textual data. String are enclosed in single or double quotes. Next is a number. So it is used for storing numeric data. It can be integer or float point. Example, 42 is an integer, or 3.4 is a float number. So next is a boolean. It is used for storing true false value, and it is either true or false. Next is null. It is used for representing the intentional absence of any object value. Next is undefined. So that it is used for representing a variable that has not been assigned a value yet. And the last one is object. It is used for storing complex data structure. Objects are collection of key value pairs. So now let's move on to the variables. So the variables, it is a name container that stores a value. In JavaScript, variables are declaring using a var, let, or const keyword. The value of variable can be changed by assigning a new value to it. Here the let and var is the same type of variable, where the const is little different. We cannot change after assigned it. The next difference is between var and let and const is the var and let can be updated and redeclared into the scope. but const cannot be updated or redeclared into the scope. So the next slide is operator. Let's talk about operator. The operator are used to perform operation on the variables and value. There are several types of value. There are several types of operator in JavaScript, including arithmetic operators, comparison operators, assignment operator, and the next is the logical operators. So the logical first is the arithmetic operator. So it is used to perform arithmetic operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. And if we talk about comparison operator, it is used to compare values such as it is used to compare. How does it look like? It look like is equal to, then not equal to, greater than sign, and less than sign. Then the logical if we talk about the logical operator, it is to combine logical and logic it is to combine invert logical values such as and or and not. The hmm. And last one is the assignment of the last one. I forgot to explain assignment operator. So the assignment operator used to assign a value to variables such as equal to, plus equals, and minus equals. And there are many assignment operators there. So so now I'm going to show you the website that we have made by using the JavaScript. So as you can see, this is a simple rock paper scissors. I refresh it. So when you click on rock, you will get the result of the result. When you will get result whether you win or not. So you might have question computer recognize how computer uh, how computer select their options. So for that, uh, I used I used random function. Uh, I use random function to things done. So also you can see here the website on 00 web host. So to show you to show code to you, uh, I need to open the file manager in 00 web host. So this is a code of this website. Hello, sir.
I can't see your
My
screen.
screen is given.
No.
Yes, sir, there is one network problems. Yes, sir. I'll back to the. Sir, I'm unable to show you the last PPT. It was the conclusion. The code I have shown you, sir. So it was the conclusion.
Are you not able to share the screen?
Yes, sir. I don't know what. Yes, sir. Now I can. Wait.
Yeah, please.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Yes, sir. This is now. Is it visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible.
Yes, sir. This is the code of this website that we have written. I have written. I use if and else for if and else to write a logic, and also I use a logical operator and arithmetic operator. Hello, sir.
Yes, it is. Your screen stopped.
Yes, sir. There is a issue with my laptop. So there is an issue with my desktop. So the last
Please
one, the
continue.
part, so your conclusion part is remaining. So I
Yeah,
can,
continue.
okay, sir. The conclusion, the now I'm going to tell you the conclusion of this project. So JavaScript is a wonderful technology to use on the web. It is not that hard to learn and it is very versatile. It plays nicely with other web technologies such as HTML and CSS. JavaScript allows us to build highly responsive user interface. It prevents frustrating page reloads and even fix a support issue of our CSS. So, sir, I am done with my presentation. So, anyone of you having doubt, please can ask freely. They can ask freely. Thank you, sir. So, I am done with my presentation.
Yeah. Hello. Are you done with your presentation?
Yes, sir.
Hello, Aditya. Can you hear me? Hello.
Hello, sir. I'm done with my presentation. Sorry for that network issue, sir. Hello, sir. I'm audible.
Yeah. Now you're audible. Sorry, there is
I'm
some
done with.
internet my side. Okay. See, overall, your presentation was really good, I would say. Okay, but the text was not there in the PPT. Okay. So what you can do is next time when you are making a presentation, include some kind of one-liners like definition type of thing, because you only had a point, but you didn't had any kind of one-liners, or some kind, you need some kind of material in your PPT. Suppose if like suppose there was some problem with your internet, okay, we couldn't hear, but if in case
Okay, sir.
something like this happen, or you are not audible for some reason, and if there is like some kind of one liners in your present in your PPT, then it is easy to follow for your viewers. Okay, so other
I
than that
thought.
I would say, yeah, sorry.
Yes, sir. Yes, yes, I will. When you sir, when you were telling others that you should have minimum letter in your PPT, that's why that's why I edited it.
When I said minimum, that doesn't mean just have a topic name. Okay, have some kind of text. So
Okay,
have
sir.
one liners, that is completely fine, instead of like when you have var, let and everything. So you have three things. You have var, let and const. So what you can do is, if you think that you have lot of text, you can give each of the variable different slides. Instead of one, you can have three slides. That is completely fine. Okay, but have enough content, so that whatever you are saying, in case something happens, we can follow it on. Other than that, I would say it was okay, but you still need some kind of work on the expression
Okay, sir.
part. Okay,
Okay, okay.
and work on your this device. There was some problem with the device. Okay,
Okay,
fix
sir.
that next time,
Sir,
because I couldn't
sir.
unmute you for some reason.
Okay, sir. Okay, okay, sir. Sir,
Yeah,
also I
yeah.
have a Django presentation. So can I present it tomorrow, sir?
Sorry.
Uh, Sir, we had conversation about the Django project presentation. So also today also I have
But
a
you
design.
didn't click on schedule presentation, I think.
No, sir. We had conversation yesterday that
I
uh,
told you to click on schedule presentation, and if even if it is like different topic, I will take for the TM blood only,
okay, sir. Thank you.
because you need two entries in the list to get your marks two time. Okay, so you can click on schedule presentation, even
Oh,
if it gets like schedule for the different task. You can specify you would like to give it for the TM blood, then I will take for TM blood. Okay,
okay, sir. Thank you. Thank you.
yeah. So click on schedule presentation, then you can give the TM blood.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
yeah. So now I'll move on to next person. So next person is Nikit Singh.
Sir, actually, I'm not ready with my devices. So can I just skip to the next presentation, please?
Sorry, but I can't find your name in the list. Or can you give me your email?
Oh, yes, sir. Just a minute.
Because I couldn't find your name in the list. Let me just
So, but,
confirm.
okay.
No, you are not scheduled for the presentation.
Sir, actually, I didn't got the presentation date. Today, I got the only the 7 p.m. So I don't have the date for presentation. I
Yeah,
thought,
that
okay.
was some, as I said, that was some issue. Okay, so what you can do is you can click on schedule presentation again tomorrow.
Okay, sir. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hello,
So
sir.
I'll
Thank you.
move on to next person. Please don't interrupt in between.
Hello, sir.
Sorry for the interruption. Please don't interrupt in between. I will take your general queries at the end. Okay, so we will move on to next person now. Just give me a minute. Okay, sorry, I was having some internet issues. So we will move on with the Viraj Gawade. Hello, Viraj.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, please start with the presentation.
Yes, sir. 1 minute.
Is it doctor search website?
No, sir. I had presented that. It's like I received a email today saying that the presentation is on JavaScript, data types, variables, and operators.
Okay.
1 minute.
Okay. Okay, you can give on the paper.
Yes, sir. Just a minute. Yes, sir. Am I visible?
Yeah, you are visible. I can see your name twice for the same task. I believe the name was by mistake. There you can give it for the sorry. What was the JavaScript operator, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My name is Viraj Gawade, and I'm an intern at Hackvida, and my domain is full stack web development. And the title for my presentation was JavaScript, the art of data types, variables, and operators. So this is the PPT that I have created. The contents in the PPT are the introduction to data types in JavaScript, understanding variables in JavaScript, operators in JavaScript, type of coercion in JavaScript, best practices for using data types, variables, and operators in JavaScript, and the conclusion. Now, the introduction to data types in JavaScript. JavaScript is dynamically typed language, which means that the variables can hold values of different data types at different times during the program execution. The basic data types in JavaScript are the strings, numbers, booleans, null, undefined, and symbols. Now, strings are used to represent text and are enclosed in single or double quotes. Numbers can be integers or floating point numbers. Booleans represent the true or false values. Null represents the intentional absence of any object, value, while undefined represents the unintentional absent of any object value. Symbols are used to create the unique identifiers for the object properties. Understanding variables in JavaScript. Variables are used to store values in JavaScript. In order to declare a variable, the var, let, and constant keywords is used, followed by the variable name. Variables declared with var are function scoped, while those declared with let and constant are block scoped. It is important to note that the variables declared with constant cannot be reassigned and a new value once they have been initialized. However, the properties of objects declared with const can be modified. Now, operators in JavaScript. Now, the operators are used to perform operations on values in JavaScript. There are several types of operations, including arithmetic operations, comparison operators, uh, assignment operators, bitwise operators, logical operators, and string operators. Arithmetic operators are used to perform the mathematical operations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication, and division. Comparison operators are used to compare two values and return a Boolean value. Logical operators are used to combine multiple conditions and return a Boolean value. Assignment operators are used to assign values to the variables. Bitwise operators are used to manipulate the binary representation of numbers. Conditional operators are used to evaluate different conditions and return a value based on the result of those conditions. The type coercion in JavaScript. Type coercion is the process of converting one data type into another. In JavaScript, type coercion can occur implicitly or explicitly. Implicit type coercion occurs when JavaScript automatically converts one data type to another. Explicit type coercion occurs when the developer intentionally converts one data type to another using functions like. Now, it is important to understand how type coercion works in JavaScript because it can lead to unexpected behavior in your code. For example, adding a string and a number will result in a string because the JavaScript will implicitly convert the number into a string. Now, the best practices for using data types, variables, and operators in JavaScript are: when working with data types in JavaScript, it is important to use appropriate data types for the task at hand. Example, if you're working with numerical data, use the new number data type instead of a string data type. When declaring variables, we use the constant whenever possible to prevent accidental reassignment of values. Additionally, we avoid using global conflicts and make debugging more difficult. Now, for concluding this PPT, in conclusion, I'll say that understanding data types, variables, and operators in JavaScript is crucial for writing effective and efficient code. By using the appropriate data types, declaring variables correctly, and using operators effectively, you can ensure that the code runs smoothly. Now, we also have to remember to always follow the best practices and keep up to date with the latest development in JavaScript to stay ahead of the curve. Thank you. This was my PPT, and this was the working of my code. I had done the stone paper scissors. Yes, sir. That was my PPT.
Are you done with your entire presentation?
Sorry, sir.
Are you done with your entire presentation?
Yes, sir. 1 minute. Yes, sir. This is my working of the rock, paper, scissors, and the code I had submitted in the GitHub. Yes, sir. That's it. Thank you, sir.
Okay. See, your presentation was good, but it was not in depth. Okay, so
Okay,
try
sir.
to have more in-depth explanation on it. Okay, it was too small, I would say, but whatever you covered, it was good. And for the PPT, I would say you had lot of paragraphs. Okay,
Okay, sir.
try to convert them in a point wise so that it is more readable. Okay,
Okay, sir.
and also work on your project demonstration skills. Okay, so your main project that needs to be demonstrated really well, like what you actually did in the task. Okay,
Yes, sir.
work on that. Overall, whatever you had included, it was good.
Okay, sir. I'll
Okay.
keep that in mind, sir, for the next time.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll move on to next person. That is
Thank you, sir.
Ankool Meena. Yeah, thank you.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, very
Am
good.
I audible?
Yes, you're
I'll
audible.
share my screen. Good evening, sir. I am Ankool Meena. I am doing internet hack with and my domain is full stack web development. And I'm giving a presentation on data types, variables, and operators in JavaScript. So this is data types, variables, and operators in JavaScript. I'll tell what are the uses of them and how to use them, how to use the data types here. And these are the fundamental concepts of learning JavaScript. So first of all, what is a JavaScript? JavaScript is a high-level interpreted dynamic programming language. Dynamic in the sense it checks the variables during runtime and assigns them what type of they are. It is widely used to create dynamic web content and interactive user interfaces. JavaScript is used to update and change both HTML and CSS. JavaScript can also be used to calculate, manipulate, and validate the data values. So now going on to variables. Variables are containers for storing values. There are various ways to declare with a variable in JavaScript. One of which are where can be reassigned and it is fully function scope. We can use let. Let is block scope. It can also be reassigned, but it is block scope. Whereas const cannot be reassigned and it is also block scope. So rules for creating JavaScripts are variables are case sensitive. Like for one variable is X and one is capital X, it will both are different variables. The variables can be start with a letter or an underscore character. I mean, these are the examples to using where as we can get a data type. It automatically decides what is the data type of the variable. For data types are the various types of values that can be saved and changed within a program in a JavaScript. Knowing data types is essential because they have an impact on how we can operate on the operator and how we can handle the variables and how we can handle the variables and store data. Knowing data type is the first concept we have to do. So there are various types of data types. For example, string. String which includes variable, character, Ankool like that. Number, it stores a number 4, float 4.23 like that. Boolean, we have true or false. Undefined, that means the variable have not assigned any value. Null, meaning the variable has an empty value. For example, a earphone doesn't have match, so it will be set as null. An array stores multiple values inside it. And object is an entity which has its own property. For example, for a person, its name, an object can be person, which includes its properties as name and its age, and phone number, etc. Going on to the operators, these are the various operations we can perform on the values in our program. So there are several types of operators, which includes arithmetic operators, comparison operators, logical operators, assignment operators, bitwise operators. In our arithmetic operators, we have plus, minus, multiplication, division, and modulus. Comparison operators, we have equals to, which will compare between two values, not equals to, less than, greater than, less than, equal to, greater than, equal to. In logical operators, we have and or from and not. in assignment operators, we can assign value using equals to, plus equals to, it will add to the one on the right alongside the left side, minus equals to, into equals to. And bitwise operators, which manipulates the bits of a value of a number. Suppose the number is, it takes the number in binary form, and for using AND, it will add the 1 and 0 as the 1 and 0 as 0, and if both have 1, so it will add as 1. This is left shift operator and right shift operator. It will shift the 1 bit in the binary form to the left and right. So, in conclusion, data types, variables, and operators are fundamental concepts of JavaScript and in programming in general. And understanding these concepts is essential in writing effective and efficient code. These are the references for this. Thank you. This is a web page I have created. It's a calculator. So it will perform addition, operation, multiplication, division. This is used to empty the input area. Thank you, sir. That's all from my side.
Are you done with your entire presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so your presentation was good, but for some reason there is this black color banner on your screen. I don't think that is happening for everyone, but for some of the particular interns, the screen is just blank. Okay. So try to fix that. The visibility was not good for the presentation. Okay. But other than that, your main content was visible. Okay, your explanation was good. But although some the slides had too much text, as I said, it is always good to have multiple slides than have a lot of text in a single slide. Okay.
Yes, sir.
And I always include a Q&A slide at the end. Okay, I believe you forget that because you did include the conclusion and reference, you covered that, but include a Q&A slide at the end. Okay.
Obviously.
Other than that, I would say it was good. Yeah.
So what black strip were you talking about?
See, I believe there is, see, you can like turn your cam on or mic on in your on your screen for the Zoom when you present the screen. That part is like, completely black. The screen is not visible for that part. In the recording, you can check. Okay.
Okay, sir.
I think this problem is only happening for like couple of people who are like, selecting a particular screen for the presentation. People who are
yes, sir,
presenting their entire screen, they are not having this problem.
Oh, yes, sir. I was presenting the only PPT set. Okay, I will present the whole screen from next.
Cross check in the recording, okay, and try to fix that for the next time.
Thank you.
Okay, then we'll move on to next person, that is Yashchandra.
So am I audible and visible?
Yes.
So I will share my screen.
Is your name Yash Kanawade?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just wanted to confirm because there are multiple Yash.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah, please start.
Sir, like my video is also getting in the frame, sir.
Sorry, your video?
Like my video is also getting on the frame.
Yeah,
like
I can see
now
your
as of now,
camera.
But can you see my screen?
Yeah, I can see your PPT and I can also see your camera.
Yeah, sir. 1 minute. Okay. Oh, okay. So, good evening, everyone. Myself, Yashchandra Kanawade. I'm currently pursuing my IT from VIIT College, Pune. And today's my topic is data types, variables, and operators in JavaScript. So first of all, introduction to JavaScript. JavaScript is a lightweight, cross-platform and interpreted, compiled programming language, which is known as the scripting language for web pages, or we can say for making the web pages more interactive, we use JavaScript. It is an object-oriented programming language that uses prototypes rather than our conventional like classes concepts, which are used in the Java language. It is pretty much similar to C language. Therefore, it is also structured programming language, and it is case sensitive. For example, if we have name car in small cases and big cases, or upper cases, lower and upper cases, they will have different identity of each other, and it is also supported in all in various types of operating systems such as Windows, Mac OS, etc. Then next is data types in JavaScript. So basically, data types are like different types of values which can be in various forms. So there are two types of data types. First one is primitive data type, and second one is non-primitive. Primitive data type includes string, number, boolean, undefined, and null. String is just a collection of characters. Then second one is number. Number can be anything like floating value, integer, etc. Then boolean is basically if the statement is returning true or false, it will provide the exact boolean value. Then undefined is the value which is yet to be if any value is not assigned, then it is undefined value. And last one is null, which is like any variable or anything which does not have any value at all, so it is called as null. Then second one is non-primitive data type. So basically there are three types of non-primitive data type. First one is object. Basically objects are present in key value pair, and it represents the instance through which we can access the members. Then second one is array. Array is collection of similar types of data types, or we can say similar values. Then last one is regular expression, which represents regular expression. The below is the example of object which is a const, or we have taken a variable person of const, then of type const, and it's giving the values in key value, key value pair. First one is its name, that is John, last name, age, eye color, etc. Then next one is variables in JavaScript. The first of all, variable is a label that references a value, or in simple terms, we can say that it's like a container which stores the data. There are two types of variables in JavaScript. First one is local variable, and second one is global variable. Local variable is declared inside a block or a function, like it can be accessed through inside a block or a function itself, while a global variable can be accessed from any function. Then the second one is then the next one is rules for declaring variables. The first rule is name must start with a letter. It can be in uppercase or lowercase. Then underscore and dollar signs are only permitted. Then second is after first letter we can use digits from 0 to 9. Then third is JavaScript variable are case sensitive, that we have already seen, and the upper and lower cases can have different meaning. Then next one is declaring a variable using three keywords. Basically there are three keywords through which we can declare a variable. First one is var. So basically var, the scope of var is a functional, and it can be updated and redeclared into the scope. Here the example is of var a equals to 10. So we will print the value of a on the console, and it will be appearing as 10. Second one is then let. the scope of let variable is block scope. It can be updated but cannot be redeclared into the scope. So so according to the functionality of whatever we are needing, so we can use a variable or where or let type of variable. So this is the example of let, in which we can see a equals to 10 and b equals to 9 will be printed on the console. Third one is const. The scope of const variable is block scope, and it cannot be updated and redeclared into the scope. So basically, whenever we like, for example, the value of pi is constant throughout the equation or throughout the program, so we can use const there. In this example below, we have used const a equals to 10, and we have written a function where a equals to 9. But as we cannot reassign and redeclared the const, so it will throw an error into the console. The next one is operators in JavaScript. So what are operators? So basically, operator is a special symbol used to perform operations on operands. So basically, by taking a simple example of 2 plus 3, like 2 and 3 are the operands, and plus is a operator in the example. Then there are various types of operators such as arithmetic, comparison, bitwise, logical operator, assignment operator, and spatial operators. So as arithmetic operator includes all the mathematical operators which are addition, subtraction, multiplication, modulus, which gives us the remainder, and increment and decrement operator as well. Then the next one is comparative operators. These are the operators by which we can compare two values or many values as well, but a comparison is the thing. Then the next one is bitwise operator. There are various operators such as bitwise and bitwise, or bitwise like right shift modulus and left shift modulus as well. Then next one is logical operator. These are the logical operators like logical and, logical or, and logical not, through which we can perform various operations. Then assignment operators, which is equal to, plus equal to, minus equal to, like which we will see in the next slide what exactly that mean. And there are various special operators like ternary operator, then type of operator. So basically, type of operator returns the data type of the variable or the whatever operand we are using. So the because in our demo project we have I have used assignment operator. So these are the specific rules, or exactly this is the interpretation how it will look like. The is equal to is like x equal to x, then plus equal to equals to x plus equal to y equals to x equals to x plus y. So all these are the operation and their meanings respectively. Next one. So conclusion. So I have learned about various core concepts and syntaxes of JavaScript, when to use them and also when to use them appropriately, and also got to know various applications and salient features of the JavaScript, like when we can use JavaScript. And these are the this reference through which I have taken the material, and this is my GitHub link reference. So thank you so much. And like before queries, I would like to show the demo project. So this is the code. So basically what I have done is I have made this website in order to check out for the BMI, that is body mass index for male. Basically where we need two entities as input. First one is weight and second one is height. So firstly we will enter weight to be, let's say, 60 kgs and height to be 175 centimeter. And after calculating here, we can see that it is giving 19.6 the body mass index, and which is considered as normal ones. And there are also other like overweight or underweight category as well. So
sorry, Yash, but your demo is not visible.
No, it's not visible.
I can see any queries on PPT. Please reshare the screen.
What? Reshare.
Share the second screen, your actual demo.
Okay, okay. Now is it visible?
Yeah, now it is visible.
Yes, sir. So basically, this is the exactly what I have done. Like this is the checking. This is for checking out the body mass index. That is, first we'll take two inputs. One is weight and second one is height. And I have taken weight as 60 and weight and height as 175 centimeter. And after calculating, so our BMI is 19.6, which is considered as normal because we have used some ranges which are considered as like the categories of like overweight, underweight, and obese. So and talking about the code. So here we can see there are height and weight parameters which we are taking up, and this here we have used the assignment operators which we have seen in the chart earlier. So and these are the conditions through which we will determine the body mass index. So yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is it done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so overall, I would say the presentation was really well made. Okay, the PPT, the how your design was, it was really good. But you need to work on your delivery. The actual presentation delivery. I think you need some practice. Okay, after that, you will be like you will perform really good. Okay, because in terms of your actual presentation, it was good, but I believe at some points you panicked. Okay, you missed some points because I believe there was some point said this is a regex, and then you just simply read that this is a regex. You didn't really explain it, but you wanted to explain it. Okay, because you panicked. So work on the presentation delivery part. Okay. Overall, it was good because of the delivery was not good. Also, you messed up in the demonstration part. Okay, so practice before coming here how Zoom works, how to show the demo. Overall, it was good. Okay, because of that one thing, the flow breaks. You had a really good flow at the start, but it broke at the end.
Okay, sir. I will work on it. Okay.
Yeah, overall it was good. So I will move on to next person. So that is Anikesh. Ahirwar.
Yes, sir. I'm voice. Yes, sir.
Yeah, please continue.
Yes, sir. Share my screen.
Yeah.
Sir, that's sir my two projects. First project is DRDO and second Cipher in Java. So sir, I first project is.
Is it SAG, scientific analysis?
Okay, sir. I will start now. Sir, my
wait, Anikesh.
yes, sir.
There is lot of background noise. Can you move?
The background is please visible.
You have lot of background noise in your microphone.
1 minute, sir.
Yeah, now it is okay.
Yes, sir. I will start.
Yeah.
My task is scientific analysis, DRDO group stage, defense research and organization. So my content is about sage, historical of background of sage, vision of sage, mission of sage, arena work of sage, and references. So I will try next slide. About of sage. The scientific analysis group SAGE is the Defense Research and Development Organization DRDO laboratory located in Delhi, India. SAGE in being the directed by the
Srimati Jaya Shanti. And its primary function is to evolve new scientific method for design and analysis for communication system. That's and Sage also provides the technology-based solution for addressing requirements and arms the forces. And next slide is historical background. It was established in 1963, functions as the Directorate of RD HQRS until of 1917 under the Director of the Control of CCRD. And SAGE was the mathematics-oriented lab till 1975. Chapter expanded in 1981 to include communication product analysis. And next is the vision of SAGE. SAGE vision is to be the primary provider to scientific analysis service and invocations, and also commits to deliver valuable and impactful results. Then the aim of to the trusted advisor to the clients and helping to the driver process and shape and future through the power of scientific analysis. And next slide is area of work. SAGE is working in the area of cryptography and information security. SAGE is the development of tools and techniques based on the contemporary and mathematics of the computer and science, which is the help of the armed force. And SAGE also focus in the delivering in high quality and efficient solutions to the clients. References. That's scan the and thank you, sir. Sir, next slide. I'm sure.
Are you done with your first presentation?
Yes, sir. The first task and second, yeah, cheaper in Java in encryption and decryption. So I'm start.
Yeah.
Introductions. The Kisha and cipher in the technique in which the encryption algorithm is used to change some text, gaining integrity confidently and security of message. In cryptography, there are many algorithms are used to achieve the same, but Kisha and cipher in the earliest algorithms used among encryptions and techniques. This is the algorithm was named after Julius Caesar, and who was the Roman general and statesman. The next slide is terminology. First is encryption, the process of the changing a given text of message to an encoded format using any encryption algorithm, so that it not can be read the normally and can only the accessed by an authorized user. Encryption, so the process of the converting of encoding and encrypted message back to original form. In some algorithms, applying the same methods can be decrypt and the encoding message to the original form. Plain text, the original message which is need to send of the user and maybe not to format it. Cheaper text, and the resulting message format of the encrypted and algorithm applied on the plain text. And shift integer between 0 to 25, which can tell us how many shifts applied on characters. And that's encryption, sir. Encryption, a given message will be the transform another format message used to cache and cheaper technique. A shift will be given to us, which will to apply to the encrypt our message. So in the diagram, let's learn about this. We help to our example. Suppose we are given the shift of 3, then each characters of message will be shifted to the next third character. The last character is like Y or Z, will follows the loop and shifted the A, B or C with the shift of 3. A is the shifter of D and B is the shifter of E. That's and the formula of the encryption with the shift. E coax and X plus and mode of 26. Encryption phase with shift and so this is means of that any letter of the x is equal to x plus n, where is the n shift number and x is that character. The result will be taken under modulator division if there is the case where the character reaches and the alphabet. So the module take the character to the start of alphabet. The formula of decryption with shift n, dn x of equals to x minus n mod of 26. That is my code, sir. The first is the import the class and encrypt an object and the class name and message using the given keywords. First of string message and string, that's my message, and sir output this. And next slide. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Is there any demo?
Yes, sir.
Is there any demo?
Sorry, sir.
Demonstration है इसका?
Sir, demonstration is visible. I'm showing. One minute, sir. Yes, sir. It is, sir. Working condition is sir, my system is not working, and so sir,
No, there is no demo.
sir,
No.
so visible.
No, it is not visible.
Yes, sir.
नहीं visible नहीं है वो. आपका
Sir, one
PPT दिख
minute.
रहा है मुझे.
Yes, sir. Visual.
No, I can only see thank you.
Sir, I'm trying to understand what I do.
अपना स्क्रीन फिर से शेयर कर दीजिए.
Yes, sir.
डेमो का स्क्रीन शेयर करो. ये आपने PPT का स्क्रीन शेयर किया.
Sir, I'm send the technical support, but I am not support, sir. My system is not work in this in time. In this time.
Then what I am supposed to do if your system is not working?
I don't know, sir. What?
See, even I don't know what to do. Only you can do anything. Okay, if your system is not working, then that is your problem.
So 1 minute.
We don't have much time to wait for each and every person. Okay, before
Sir,
coming for the
visual,
presentation.
visual my code, sir.
Yeah, now it is visible.
Visual.
Yeah.
Sir, that's it. I'm uploaded the GitHub. That's report teach. Import Java scanner class and create the chipper in the public main class, and the final string is alphabet A to Z, and string input the insert key input and lowercase, that's that. So and for integer and dot encrypted, we can position of the character in the alphabet, sir. And that's this is the get encrypted the character in each of the input string, and that encrypt the to the character input strings, and that is the return of string. That's next is create the decrypt data and method for the decrypting user input string with the given shift key. For that's it. Convert input the lowercase. That's it. Store of the decrypt data and use for loop the character of input string. Loop is the input string of dot length, and that Then get position each of the character of input str in alphabet. That's index of, and that get decrypt and character in the input str. Next is if use if decrypt post in negatives and add decrypt the character decrypt string, that's a return decrypt and string. And last is main method start, that create the instance of class and system taken put the from user and system dot out println. That's so close scanner class. That's finished, sir.
Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Go to your scientific DRDO PPT.
Sorry, sir.
DRDO का PPT open करना.
1 minute, sir. DRDO.
वो screen share करो DRDO.
Yes, sir.
Screen share करो DRDO का. आपका
Sir,
code
visible?
visible. No, it is
1 minute. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute. Zoom. 1 minute, sir. DRD presentation. Sir, resume of share PPT web. I don't know, sir.
Wait, it is loading. You stopped it. Okay, anyway, so
Okay, sir. Thank you.
okay. So overall, I would say it was okay. It was not the
Sir.
greatest. Okay.
Sir,
Work
I
on
want
your
one.
explanation part. Yeah, sorry.
Sir, I want one question. Sir, can I assign the new task? That's complete.
Yeah.
Okay, sir. I'm trying the next presentation as well.
You have given 2 presentation today.
Okay, sir.
Is there any more presentation?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Okay, we will move on to next person. Devuni Sathish.
Sir, am I audible and visible, sir?
Yeah, you are audible and visible.
Sir, is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is visible. Just a question. Have you given presentation for data type, variable, and operator?
Yes, sir, it's completed, sir.
Okay. So you will be giving your next presentation. That is
Control structure.
let me just find it. Yeah, control structure and JavaScript 29 March. Yeah, please
Yes.
continue.
Good evening, sir. My name is Devuni Sathish, and I'm from the web developers team. And I'm here today to present the control structures in JavaScript. So, what will be covered in the PPT is in the slide is introduction, conditional statements with if else, switch, and loops. So coming to the introduction, conditional statements are programming constructors that allows a programmer to make decisions and based on the whether a condition given condition is true or false. The conditional statements takes conditions from the programmer and it checks whether it satisfies the condition or not. So coming to the conditional statements, if else and switch statements are the conditional statements. So coming to the if else statements, It is a control structure is used to execute a block of code if a certain condition is true. If the condition is false, it executes the alternate block of the code. Like if gives, like I have provided the syntax here. Uh, 1 second. So here is the syntax. Like if condition, here we provide the condition. So if the condition satisfies, then it executes the if condition, if statements. Then it goes to the if condition were not satisfied, then it executes the else block. So I'm providing a short example for if else. Like I have given a variable is equals to number is equals to 10. I'm here writing condition here, like number greater than 5, like 10 greater than 5. Then it executes the if statements, like the number is greater than 5. If not, it can't satisfy with the condition, then it executes the else statement, like the number is less than or equals to 5. But I have given here the 10. 10 is greater than 5. It executes the first block of the code. The number is greater than 5. Here is the output. The number is greater than 5. If I give here 2, number is equals to 2, it is less than 5. Then it executes the else part, like the number is less than or equals to 5. So here is the flow diagram where the condition get implemented. If the condition gets true, then the if block will be executed directly. If not, it executes the else block. So this is the if and if else example. So coming to the switch statement, this control structure is used to execute a block of code based on the value of a variable. Like here, this is a switch statement syntax. Like here, I have given the variable. Like for every case, there will be an value where variable were replaced with the value. If we given a choosing, so if we choose like value 1, then it executes the case value 1. It executes a block of code from the value of 1. If we given any other option like value 0, then there is no value 0 in this cases. So it directly first it checks the cases. If the case were not in the list, then it defaultly executes the default block of code. So I'm providing the example for switch statement here. Like let day is equals to Monday. Here I'm choosing the day is equals to Monday. So by switch statement, it goes verify with the cases. Like I have given case on Monday, like it already present in the chances, like cases. So it executes the it's Monday. Like here is the output. If I give the Wednesday, which is not listed in the cases, it executes the default value, that is it's not Monday or Tuesday, because I have only given the 2 cases. So coming to the control structures that are loops. Loops, we have for loop, while loop, and do while loops. So here I'm firstly I'm going with the for loop. Loops all allow you to create a block of code multiple times. Like we have the installation condition and update values in the for loop. Like if the condition gets satisfies, until that it executes the code, whatever in the for loop. Like here is a syntax: installation condition update. Like installing in the sense like we implement the variables, assigning the value. Like condition, we said the true or false, and update in the sense is increment or decrementing the order. So here is the example for the for loop. For let I is a variable and assigned with the value 1. So it starts from the 1 value. So I less than or equals to 5. Yes. Then it executes the 1 value and prints the output to 1. Then condition were not satisfied. So it increments the value. Then it prints with the 2, 3, 4 until it gets the I less than or equals to 5, means up to equals to 5. Index numbers from 0 to 5, 0 to 4, it prints the values. So coming to the while loop. A while loop is a control structure that allows you to execute a block of code as long as specified condition is true. Until it met with condition is true, it executes the code which was written in it. So here we write the condition. If condition gets true, it stops the execution. Until that, it executes a block of code which was written in the while loop. So here is the example for while loop. Let I is equals to 1. I is equals to variable and 1 is assigned with the I. So here is the condition. I less than or equals to 5. If I less than or equals to 5, it prints the value. If condition gets satisfied, then it stops the generating of output. So here till 5 we get the output like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 1 second, I'll show the demonstration. So I have created the Guess Me game using the control statements. Like firstly, we have to guess the number between 1 and 100. So first I am entering with the number 10. So guess, it is low. The value is low. So I am entering the number 30. It is also a low number. Now I am going with the 50. It is also a low number. So I have to go with the highest number, that is 80. It's too high. So the value is from 50 to 80. So we have to be sharp with the values what we have to give. So now I'm giving with 65. It is also a too high. The value is between 50 and 65. So I'm going with 62. It is also high. To 55. The value is in between. So here I have guessed the number, that is 54 is the guessing number. So here I am giving the output like number of guesses, like 10 times I have guessed the number. So this is the demonstration of my project, and I'm coming to the conclusion. Through the control statements, we can write the JavaScript code in a block, and we can execute with the condition which satisfies the condition. So using this, we can like we can reusable of code, and we can easily understand the block of codes. So here is the references. Like first one is my GitHub link, which is for hosted. My website has been hosted on the GitHub. So this is a link. Directly we can access to my Guess Me game page, and these are the references. Thank you. Hello. Sir?
Are you done?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so overall it was really good. One of the best presentation that I have seen today. Okay, you have certainly improved a lot from last time. The presentation skills are heavily improved. Your PPT, the way you have created it, it is just the right amount. You have used the proper flow chart for the explanation part. Also, your explanation was on point, although some improvements can be done with respect to the overall flow. But as you give more presentation, you will certainly be do well. Okay. For now, it was really good. You have proper conclusion and references. But next time include a a particular Q&A slide just for that. Okay.
Okay.
Other
Okay.
than that, it was really good. The demo was also well explained.
Okay.
Okay, so it is already 8:58.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, one question from my side, sir. Sir, I have not presented the task 1 and task 2 presentations, sir, till now. For next time, I can start with that, sir.
No,
Only presentation.
wait. What was your task on the doctor search, right?
Yes, sir.
I can see that you have already given for the data type and you have today given for the control section, right? You are not scheduled for other tasks. You have to click on schedule presentation, okay? Then
Okay,
only
sir.
you can give.
Okay, sir.
Did you receive scores for the last presentation?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then you have to click on schedule presentation, then only you can give a presentation.
Okay, sir.
Okay, you will receive marks for this presentation by tonight or by tomorrow. Okay, so all of you who has given the presentation, you guys will receive the marks. And as I said today, there was some problem with the scheduled presentation and the new task. So if you have like got some kind of error during the new assignment, or you have got task from the different domain, or your scheduled presentation you didn't got any date, you can click on the scheduled presentation or assign new task tomorrow in the tomorrow's attendance mail using, and then you will be you will certainly get a right task and right date. Okay, so with that I would like to conclude today's meeting. For all the people who has their presentation left, they can give their presentation tomorrow. If you would like to give your presentation early, then you can always queue on the 7 p.m. and as soon as you join, raise your hand. Don't wait for me to say that raise your hand, just raise your hand. We will go in order of raised hands. Okay, it is already 9 p.m. So we'll send score to all the people who have given the presentation. People who are left, you will not receive any kind of negative valuation. I have noted all your names, or people who have like scheduled the presentation who couldn't give the presentation. You don't need to click on reschedule. Just join on the next date and raise your hand. Okay. Just wait till your presentation or not. There is no need for the reschedule. With this, I would like to conclude this today's meeting. Okay. Any kind of general queries, although we are not able to take the general queries today because of time issue, we will have it. Okay. You can post your general queries in the technical chat. See, if you are joining the mist from past week, then you need to join early and raise your hand. Okay. If there is you can't give a presentation because of time limit, then you just need to join the next week. Okay. You just need to keep joined until you get your chance. That is all we can do. And that is what we used to do before. Okay, this 7 to 9 is your official working hour. You must be present. We just give you a kind of like a leeway to like, yeah, you can do whatever you want between the 7 to 9 period when you don't have presentation. But even if you don't have presentation, it is always good practice to join the meeting and always look at other people's presentation. This is your official working hour. So if you need to join 7 to 9, then you must join the 7 to 9 and wait for your turn. Okay, then with this, I would like to conclude this meeting. But it is true that we have a lot of presentation pending. We will talk to sir what can be done. If there is some kind of shortcut that can be done for the presentation, we will find that. Other than that, there is only one thing you can do, that is join the meeting and wait for your time. Okay, so thank you for today's presentation. We will continue with presentation tomorrow.